Hey guys, what's going on? So today I'm going to be talking to you about how to fix Clash Royale, as in the title. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, how is Clash Royale broken? It seems fine to me, I'm enjoying the game. However, a lot of people might only be thinking that because of the recent changes and stuff to the game. But in my opinion, I feel that the game being good is only a short-term thing. So, after a balance update, like recently, the game became good now because there isn't a meta deck or a meta system that happens. So, as we know about the balance update, which happened, nerfing and buffing all these cards, it seemed like quite a good thing. Night Witch suddenly dropped from being OP to OK now, but it still feels empty inside the game because balance changes only happen every so often. So what I propose here is a new system Supercell could use, which I think would fix the game in a way, which would make it more interesting. As we all know, the game is slowly dying, so in a way of fixing that, this is what I have proposed. So every week, about 8 cards are removed. This number could change depending on how Supercell see it, but like if we look into the game now, there are 75 cards. 8 cards just don't seem to make a difference. However, it does make a difference in the lower arenas. So especially if we go down to, let's go down to the first arena, training camp. These are the 12 cards that you can get. If 8 of those were taken away, I'm pretty sure you would struggle to get up. So I think this new system should only affect those in Royal Arena and above. So Arena 7 and above. Just because like there's the Royal Giant and Elite Barbs which come in there. And at some point those could become quite OP. Another thing that I'm saying is that legendaries should not be affected by this system. My reason being that legendaries in the game have lost their purpose. Like, anybody can get them. They're not that rare anymore. Like, remember back in the day when it was only Ice Wizard and Princess and nobody would get them. Now it just seems dumb when somebody hears legendary. So, what my thought is, to fix this way, legendaries should not be affected by the system, making that much more special. Also, it should be an only ladder thing, but I think also grand challenges should be involved as well, just because there's so much value of a grand challenge. So the reason for doing this is that up in ladder, people feel, I don't think there's much skill anymore. It's just a matter of waiting for somebody to find an OP deck, copying that deck, blah blah blah, it goes on. But with this whole week, every week it changes. You're going to need to rely on your own skill to get through. And it just makes things that much more complicated. Like, when you think of Clash Royale, people are meant to think of a strategy game. Right now, I just feel like the strategy is being very limited right now. This would improve it that much more. Overall, though, I think the system could work well. Like, just the whole change and flow of the game. But I think pros, especially those maybe in like top up from maybe like Challenger 1 and above, who have all the cards and like really want to trophy push, I think they're gonna be very iffy about this whole thing. Because some of them who might be having a bad day, for example, might not be able to adapt to the new meta that's going on. However, every week there is a new meta, which I think would be very good for the game. But yeah, some people might not be able to keep up with the meta, and then it could lead to people getting really angry about it. And I just feel that pros especially would get very annoyed by this. But the game isn't all for pros. Like, a lot of this stuff, this whole rock, paper, scissors thing that happened mostly for pros. So I don't really think pros should have all the priority. This game is for all people. But at the same time, pros are where Supercell make most of their income. So they would have to prioritize them over most of the community, sadly. But that's just the way the world works, I guess. But I think overall it would be a good system, and I don't think that many people would get too annoyed by it. It would just add a new way to the game, and it honestly wouldn't be that bad. Like currently, I've seen a lot of minor poison right now, which is happening. So maybe if Supercell next week, they would remove the poison or the minor, and then a bunch of other cards. I think they would look at the ways of doing this as either picking the best deck, the most used deck overall, or the most used cards overall. As I said, it doesn't have to be 8 cards, so 8 cards being an entire deck. It doesn't have to be 8 cards. It could be like maybe 4 cards, so Supercell might want to limit that. Or they might want to do, okay, from Legendary Arena upwards, it is 8 cards that get removed. In Hog Mountain, it's 6 cards. Jungle Arena, 4 cards. Frozen Peak, 2 cards. Royal Arena, maybe 1 card. And then from Builder's Workshop downwards, no cards are removed. Just for the sake of people below there should be able to experience all the cards. I've heard somebody say that the bomb tower. Nobody uses the bomb tower up here, but lower down, people use it quite a bit. The reason being that the bomb tower shows you a way the game can turn. So, as we can see here, it does splash to the ground. Maybe not the most useful thing, because then how do you counter Inferno Tower and all that? But then if somebody is spamming you with barbs or something, or spawners, then Bomb Tower is where to go. And Bomb Tower is like really important in teaching younger I'm gonna say noobs here. It's teaching noobs how the game works, how all these different cards work. So as you go up, so the Knight being the most average card in the game, like it's good at everything but bad at everything, you know. So it doesn't do too much damage, it doesn't have amazing health but it does have good health. So it's not like the greatest card, it's the most average card, which people have to work with. Then it teaches people there like, oh, the Knight is good, but if you use it on your side against maybe a Valkyrie, you can gain 1 elixir from it. And like maybe now people don't want to use the Knight, or people do want to use the Knight with the whole minor poison, then Knight to counter. It just makes people think. Like this whole new meta is getting so many people to think. It's just this system could end up working really well. So I think I did waffle on a bit there, but hopefully you guys understand. And if you did like the video, please like, subscribe for more content like that. I'll hopefully make a part 2, probably reading comments and seeing what other people think as well. And hopefully Supercell do see this. If they don't, I don't mind too much, but it's just like an idea to the game which we can have. So that's probably going to be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.